Hello guys, this is this is Rainbow Whispers, and hello to everybody. I haven't done a video for a long time, and I decided to do a video about this full moon in Scorpio that is happening, that is bringing some quite intense energies to our lives. And I wanted to do a pick a card reading about what these energies are coming, where do they come in your life, what needs to be released, what has come to a completion, where is the lesson, what needs to be focused on, what needs to be embraced, how to harness the energies of this full moon in Scorpio. So before I continue, I just wanted to say that this frenzy about Scorpio, pink full moon, and everybody just, expecting the worst, or just blaming the full moon in Scorpio and its intensity for all the trouble that is happening or all the drama that is happening in life is kind of, I have to say, it made me film a video about this full moon because, guys, knowledge is power, and tarot cards, astrology, and many different techniques are simply tools to help us cope with life that is destined to happen to us, okay? And all this intensity about Scorpio full moon needs to be embraced, because Scorpio is a very deep, intense, private, but deep psychological sign, where a lot of things are brewing, deep psychological trauma and triggers are deep within us that we do not want to face always. So when you have such an intense Scorpio moon that has a lot of squares from different signs and planets, is destined to bring this out, but it is bringing out all this dirt, I will say it like that, so we can heal, so we can transform. So in tarot, Scorpio corresponds to the death card, and death card is what? Something dying, so something new can emerge even better, endings, deaths and rebirths. This is the cycle of life, so we cannot blame it on the Scorpio full moon. We have an incredible chance here, an incredible opportunity to harness these beautiful energies, to be mindful about what is being triggered within, and to be mindful about what is being triggered in people around us, so we can heal, so we can transform, so we can liberate ourselves from it, so it doesn't have a control over us. And I don't want to dive deep into that more than I did. So this is a reading, a pick a card reading about Scorpio full moon and all of the energies that are coming into your life, what needs to end, and what are the spiritual lessons in, and of course the messages of encouragement, because this is what I want to spread always, the messages of encouragement in every in every dark period there is a silver lining, and it is sometimes very difficult for us to see it, but there is, and we just need a little bit of practice to kind of see it and focus on the silver lining to survive the dark cloud when it passes by. So here we have the pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. There are no stones. This is why we have different cards on it. So just take a deep breath, calm your mind, sit straight. Take a deep breath, align your spine, take this deep breath to really go from the base of your spine all the way to fill you up, all the way to your lungs and to your head even. And take a deep, long breath out. And then just choose the pile that you feel most drawn to. And we are going to start. We are heading deep into it straight away. So let's go for the pile number 1. We are going to move this away. Okay. So this is the Spiral Tarot, and these cards are going to tell me what needs to be released, what needs to be focused on, and what needs to be embraced. So straight away, what I can see now is what has come to a completion with this full moon in Scorpio, and what needs to be released is this sense of isolation, this victimhood mentality about it can be about material resources, it can be about isolation, considering that we are right now in this crazy COVID times where people are withdrawn, they are losing their resources, people are staying out, you know, they're staying in, they're feeling isolated. So what I see here is that what this Scorpio full moon is actually triggering and completing is all of the deep subconscious wounds about abundance, about feeling accepted, about feeling your about acknowledging what your worth is, or if you felt worthless or undeserving and you are feeling this right now in the moment, you are going to feel it intensified, because this Scorpio full moon wants you to dive deep in, to grab these wounds, to face them in the eyes and to say, okay, you know, you are not controlling me anymore. You know, even though I feel alone right now, even though I feel that I do not have enough of material resources, even though I feel I do not have anybody to communicate my loneliness to, I am not actually alone, you know, because these are the wounds that are triggered from within. So this is coming to a completion. And what is really interesting, this is the card of 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is coming finally to an end. So I have a feeling, my pals, number one, that you have been working a long time on your own triggers and traumas, and this is coming now to an end. So half of the way have passed, and this is the card that represents Mercury in Taurus. And what is interesting right now, we do have Mercury, the planet Mercury of communications, in Taurus, opposing the full moon in Scorpio. So this is also a very nice. There are a lot of people that are saying this is very, opposition is an aspect that is tense, but I also feel that so many planets that we have in Taurus are really grounding ourselves, is giving us opportunity to ground us while we are releasing these strong emotional, energetic waves from us, from the Scorpio full moon. So, okay. So this is what is coming to completion. This is what needs to be released. The realization that we are actually never alone. There is always someone who will, you know, give us a hand, even a complete stranger in the store, or even the family members that, or friends that, you know, we are not seeing because we are so clouded with these emotions or thoughts of loneliness and not having what we are desiring to have. So I see that you are completely releasing that, and this full moon is triggering like the remains of that trauma that made you feel unworthy of the abundance. And what you need to focus on, what needs to be focused on, especially if this reflects also to your material life and your material abundance and physical health abundance. What I see that you need to focus on is on revisiting, revising your plans and steps, how to go about certain resources, projects, relationships that will actually help you to gain this security. And right now I see that you need to come into balance. So with this Scorpio full moon, all this intensity that is clouding your mind a little bit is, you know, this needs to be released. When this will be released, you need to focus with a clear mind, with a pure heart and the pure intention, your purest desires of what it is that you really want right now in this moment, long term. To revise your choices that you have made and that did not bring you maybe fruits of labor that you thought they will. So they need to be discarded and revised, or maybe replanted, or just think of another way how to go about what you really want and desire. So what needs to be embraced, again, we have the Mercury here. So here we have Two of Wands. This is Mars in Aries. So a lot of drive and energy. So the Mars also rules Scorpio, right? You need to put a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of your inner true desires into what it is that you really truly desire. and revise plan and steps how to go about it. Okay, how to go about it. Whatever did not in the past work out and made you feel that you're not worthy, then this needs to go out, needs to be revised. Take a detour, look at what works for you in this moment, how you can get what you need, take some practical steps. And what needs to be embraced is the Six of Swords in reverse. So what needs to be embraced is that certain things from the past, I feel here, Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. It's about moving forward. It's about focusing. It's about science. It's about travel also. But here we are in the mental realms, and how to achieve the balance in your thoughts, in your mind, and in your body. And here what needs to be embraced, that even though you feel like certain things do not work out, do not remember that full moon in Scorpio is about intensifying our emotions. So we are not really seeing clearly, and all of the emotions that we are feeling could be, you know, when this full moon passes a little bit, we could see things clearly. So this is why certain things maybe I see here that should not be discarded from the past, even though it looks like it doesn't work right now. But I feel here that it just needs to be revisited. Certain things from the past need to be revisited. Certain moves, certain projects, certain ideas, certain skills, certain people that you are planning or feeling that they're not for you right now in this moment. Just take a deep breath, let these full moon energies, calm down a little bit, and just observe what this all is waking up. Because what you need to embrace, I see here, to bring in the balance is actually your perception about certain events in your past, certain projects in your past, certain relationship in your past that needs to be revisited. Change perception, and simply acknowledging what is dying and what can be restored. Okay, what projects could live again, only with a different way of approach and a strategy. What relationships could be kept in your life, but with a different kind of approach, and then simply move forward, when all these energies are going to calm down a little bit. Okay, so this card is going to tell me what it is spiritually, you are going through right now. And spiritually, this is the card of peace, number 23. So yeah, you are in conflict. You're in conflict. You don't know how to discern what needs to be let go of, what needs to be let go of to die, and what needs to be kept and work on, and what is worth of your attention and your energy. So you are losing your peace. And here we have number 2. 2 is about bringing balance, bringing peace, bringing two opposites together. So there is something from your past that needs to be discarded, but there is also something that needs to be revised and recycled, and in a new way taken into the future. And this is going to bring you peace. So right now you're in the process of understanding what is disturbing your peace, and what are the events, people, situation that needs to be discarded off to bring you peace, or what perceptions or your opinions, thoughts that are stealing your peace needs to be changed to restore the peace. How you gonna do it? These are the cards that are telling me the action that needs to be done in you, around you. So let's see. Here you have the discovery, and here you have the Spirit Ascendant Masters. So we have number 8, intention, Spirit 7. So discovery, this is beautiful. These are very positive cards. So if you're feeling like you are dragging in the mud with all this drama and intensity about the different feelings that are emerging up, you do have a little diamond shining in these depths, because you are being aware of yourself, of your own boundaries, of what you need, about your self-worth. And the spirit, of course, is leading, giving you the light in these dark times. So everything that is happening right now, and even though you feel maybe a little bit in the dark, it is actually all happening to show you the way, to show you your inner light, inner strength, and to kind of discern the mud from the like pure, clear, crystal clear waters in your life, so you know what needs to be kept, what needs to be worked on, and what is worth fighting for. This is what I feel that is happening here. And this is the advice, this is the message, the advice, how to go about all of them. So this is number 21, know your power. So you are a very creative person. You are a very creative and very abundant person, and your low self-worth and not being aware of how much you give or how much you take, or about your own triggers, actually led you to give your power away to other people. And other people cannot have the power over you unless you give them to. So know your power. Know that this person doesn't make you feel that way. It is you that are perceiving certain situation in a certain way that are stealing your peace. So you are the one who have the power to control your thoughts, control your emotions. Not control, but this Scorpio moon is all about accept control. But know your power. Know how powerful you are to rewrite your story. This is what I'm feeling. I have a feeling that all these triggers that are going to happen is giving you an opportunity to change your own perception about what things that happen, and to rewrite your story and to find the strength in it. And these are the cards that are showing me giving some light-hearted messages to end up in some lighter tone. Here we have trust the divine and reflect your truth, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. Like I said, the spirit is guiding you, okay? There is a shining diamond here. There is something that you need to revise to find peace. You need to reflect on your own truth and what is that works for you and what doesn't, and you need to align with that and draw some boundaries. And some things need to be left behind, some things need to be revised. So my pile number 1, I have a strong sense that there is a lot of revising, revisiting, recycling that you need to do. Not necessarily discarding, but revisiting the relationship, the projects, your own inner trauma. It's about changing the perspective, finding the silver lining, trust the divine plan that things are happening with a reason, even if certain situations happened that left you all cold out in the cold. Oh my god, out in the cold. So trust the divine that if this happened and you feel all alone, it is because you need to look deep down inside, and only you can break this feeling of loneliness and cold, and reflect on your truth. And to finish, I have a feeling that once when you reflect and align with your own truths and what it is that you need to feel good, and that you have the power to make you feel good, that this importance that you are giving to other people will disappear, and you are going to release your peace. You're going to regain your peace and regain your energy, so you can focus on the practical matters, what you need to build up your life, emotional, mental, material, in whatever plane it actually works for you in this moment. Well, this is it, my pile number 1. I hope it resonated. If it did, click a like, comment, share. How did you connect with this reading? If it doesn't, well, you know, just take what resonates, and what doesn't, leave it behind. And this is it for my piles number 1. So let's go pile number 2. Okay, my pals number 2. So these 3 cards are about what is happening right now, what needs to be released, what is coming to a completion, what you need to focus on, what you need to embrace. So this is what needs to be released, what has come to full circle. This is what needs to be focused on, and this is what needs to be embraced during the full moon. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. So I have a feeling that this full moon in Scorpio is triggering a lot of deep ancestral wounds about self-worth, your own deep values, and abundance issues. And just remember that abundance, when we talk about abundance, it doesn't have to be always material. It is also spiritual. It doesn't have to be all in money. It can be in the value of the family we have, friends we have, things that make us happy, abundant, and satisfied. And it is not always, you know, $1 million on our account. Okay. So what I see here is that there is certain life choices that you have brought to build something, and you have succeeded in doing so, and this has now come to the full circle, and you feel a little bit stagnant. Maybe, you know, you build a family, you build a house, and you achieved this huge milestone. Or is it a business maybe, or in general relationship? But I feel like you have achieved what you have desired, and you know, you have come to that peak, and now you are like sitting here, and this full moon in Scorpio is nagging you about some emptiness inside you that you know, you need to move forward, you need to do something else. So 10 of Pentacles is actually Mercury in Virgo, and I feel that even though you do have everything that you wanted right now, you're still not satisfied. And this is the Scorpio moon is bringing out what it is that you are not satisfied about. And I have a feeling that you have come to a stagnant energy, and that you need some different, how to say, you need a little bit more adventure, you need this spark, there is something else you need to achieve, you need to do. And maybe your family is not supporting this, or your community is not supporting this, or you feel either too old, or like the time has passed for you to change paths, but it isn't. So this is coming to an end. So this Scorpio full moon for you is invoking these emotions of, you know, stagnant energies, and that you are either too old, or you don't have the resources, or you missed your opportunities, or it is too late to start something else that you want to start, but it is not. So all these feelings of discontent I'm feeling here that are brewing within you with this full moon are helping you understand that, okay, you made a full circle, you succeeded in something, and now it is okay. You don't have to let it go completely, but it is okay to turn another page, go in different directions. So you don't have to leave your family, you don't need to leave your community. Even if you think you need to leave your community, maybe it's only temporary, so you can set up new foundations. And I don't see in these cards that your community, family will renounce you, for that matter. So the only thing that needs to come with this full moon in Scorpio is you need to communicate it. I feel you are going to find a lot of acceptance and support, and only if you talk about your desires and lack of happiness, lack of fulfillment. It is not connected to what you have achieved, but it's what I'm sensing here for my pals number 2. It's simply you are a kind of person that needs to have constantly new challenges in life, and to go in different directions to learn, and that's okay. You are not letting down your family, and even though if they're making you feel this way, it's only temporary. So this is coming to, I feel this is coming to a completion. This needs to be released, this needs to be communicated, and you need to follow your passions, because what you need to focus on, here we have Page of Wands. So all these desires and passions and things you want to do are kind of bottling up inside, and the full moon in Scorpio is, you know, dragging this out, this dissatisfaction, because you are not following your dreams, you're not exploring the new venues that you want to explore, and you're not exploring because you are feeling tied down, responsible, you are feeling that you don't have the possibilities to do so without hurting people around you. But that's not the truth. If you're communicating openly, you will be surprised how many people around you will support you, will give you support, or, you know, if not at the first step when you tell them, then when they sleep over. I feel very positive here. I feel that your worries are more internal. And once when you just start expressing them, but just be careful how you're expressing them with this Scorpio full moon. Do not go yelling and being aggressive and just shouting like nothing has sense in your life. Just try to be grounded and try to control how you speak to everybody else when you are expressing where you want to go and in which direction you want to go and what you want to leave behind. Be responsible about that. So this is what you need to focus on with this full moon. And what needs to be embraced again, what needs to be embraced, that's very interesting. That's Five of Pentacles. Again, we have Mercury in Taurus, and Mercury is in Taurus presently in opposition to the full moon in Scorpio, which is amazing. So we are coming down to this communication. What you need to embrace is this communication, to communicate what it is that makes you feel happy, what it is that doesn't make you feel happy, what it is that make you feel alone and isolated, and what it is that makes you feel alive. And what makes you feel alive here, I have a feeling these are your new baby projects where you want to go and explore, and it doesn't have to do so much with your family or community or the place of living or all this that actually makes you feel trapped, that you cannot go pursue what you want to do. So this is what needs to be embraced. You know, you need to make some action, but I feel here action is about communicating your own desires and your pursuit, where you want to go, that makes you feel alone inside of you because you cannot share it, because you feel you are going to be judged. Okay, so this is a card that tells me spiritually what is going on. Happy. Okay, you're feeling drained. You're feeling in the place where you are in everything that you have achieved, like your all creative energy has gone. There is nothing sparking your light, and you need to go search that spark, and you need to go and find that spark, which is beautiful and which is okay. Just be mindful of the manner that you are expressing with this full moon, how you are expressing yourself, and what are you triggering in the way you are expressing in others. Okay, this is the action that needs to be done, or the action around you. So yes, your cycle of decrease, again, this cycle of dryness. And so for most of you, I feel this is more internally. Of course, there will be those of you who are going to relate to material dryness, financial dryness, relational dryness, okay? But I feel this is more internal. So this, I have a feeling that you have sacrificed some of your desires that you wanted to pursue, and this kind of made you feel very dissatisfied, dried inside. It kind of, I have a feeling like all of your creativity simply dried up, and now you simply have to go. Now this full moon in Scorpio is just waking up this, it's brewing all this desire and inspiration, and it wants to explode, and it wants to take you in 10 different directions, but you only have to choose one. And instead of exploding, just realizing that we all have cycles in life, and that you have just acknowledged that you have achieved a lot, and now it's time to move on that other thing in the other direction. And from the cycle of decrease, there will be cycle of increase. But first you need to be responsible about it, how you communicate. And if you have responsibility to people, you need to simply accept that there will be some limitations in the way you are going to do it. It doesn't mean that you are not going to do it, but maybe you are not going to do it as quickly or intensively how you would like to do it. You are going to maybe do it steps by steps with a little bit of a limitation, a little slower that you accept it, but that's also okay. That's also okay. Everything happens with a reason, and it's going to bring you happiness, definitely, for sure. This card is about message, about all of that. Do not fear of the unknown. So for me, this card in your reading, do not fear the unknown, with the number 7, is I have a feeling that you have a fear that you are not going to be accepted with anything you wanna pursue right now, and that you have a strong feeling that you are going to be discarded by your family, that they are going to step on your dreams if you tell them where you want to go, how you want to go about importing change and doing something completely different. Do not fear of the unknown. I think that's very clear. It's going to bring you happiness. Just do it. Acknowledge your emotions, desires, express them. I feel very intensely here that you need not to be afraid of expressing your innermost needs, desires, where you need to go. And when this bubble bursts and when you speak your truth, things are going to align, okay? And this card is about encouragement, lightness, and imagine solutions. So yes, this connects to what I was saying about that you do have responsibilities. So you cannot just cut off your life that you have made by now and just go straight away in different direction. You do have still some responsibilities that are kind of limiting, not limiting, but slowing down the process of moving in another direction. So just imagine solutions, how you can go a little bit about those obstacles, grow in patience. The moment you speak your truth, okay, and if you face with an attack, just understand, imagine solutions, how you can bring a middle path where you can be satisfied, going your own way, and not completely discarding whatever it is you feel you need to do. So there needs to be a compromise, and things are going to move in your favor, but in a practical, step-by-step manner. There will be certain obstacles, but you are going to be able to imagine solutions. Do not lose faith that your desires and your wishes are not going to come true, that you are not going to go in this direction. You will, just not in the path as quick that you want to. You know, it's going to be a little twists and turns before you get it there. And this is it, my pile number 2 for you. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, take what resonated and leave the rest. Okay. And thank you for being here. And if you did like the reading and if it did resonate, a thumbs up. And please comment so I know how this reading resonated with your life situation right now. And we are going to the pile number 3, sorry. Pile number 3, these are my number 3s that I sensed were also very practical, like my pile number 2. So this is the reading for the full moon for my pile number 3. These 3 cards are gonna tell me what is coming to full circle, to completion, what needs to be released, what needs to be focused on, and what needs to be embraced. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So here we have 2 tens. Okay, so something is really coming to an end. And this is, again, very internal as I'm feeling. So what is coming to full circle with this full moon in Scorpio? So I see here that the way all of your beliefs about certain people in life, topics in life, about yourself, came to breakdown. You know, everything that made your ego, but not in a negative sense, you know, that made you feel that you know everything, and all of your beliefs has come to a testing point, and life kind of served you a big disappointment, disillusionment, you know, and you are now coming to the end of the recovering phase. So this is coming to completion. This sense of loss, of being stabbed in the back, like you can see here, 10 of Wands. This perception of disappointment, betrayal is coming to an end. And this full moon in Scorpio is brewing up, is challenging your own perception again. So throughout all of the readings, there is a lot about perception, how we see things that are folding around us, and the events towards us that triggered us, hurt us, how we feel about them, how we think about them. And what needs to be released, the past hurts needs to be released. So this full moon in Scorpio is bringing up the bones from the past that made you, that brought you a lot of pain. So you can transform it, you know, Scorpio, you can transform it, but you can also change the perception about it. And so that you can find this silver lining. Okay, this happened, this hurt me, but how did this made me stronger? You know, what in me is still carrying the resentment that needs to be let go of, transformed, transmuted. And I feel this is coming to a full circle with this full moon in Scorpio. It is coming out to be refined, retuned. It's a fine tuning in your realization of how you play a role in your own suffering. Okay, and this is coming to end with this full moon in Scorpio. Of course, that's not easy. So I'm saying this like this is very easy. This is not easy. It's going to be a mentally agonizing, but it's going to be released as the energy of the full moon, energies of the full moon are decreasing. You're going to be settling in a new way of thinking and perceiving things. So this needs to be let go of. What you need to be focused on is how you're losing your power to your own thought patterns and your own thoughts. How you are mentally agonizing, how you are constantly reliving the hurt and the pain and the situation that brought you on your knees practically. And you're giving your power away by keep thinking about it, by keep imagining it, keep replaying those scenes in your heart, in your mind. So what needs to be focused on is how you're losing your power and how you can take this power back, because we can control our thoughts. We can, when we control our thoughts, we are controlling our feelings. You attract what you are, you know. So if you keep thinking negatively, of course, you're going to attract even more negative situations that wants to point out to, you know, what needs to be let go of and how you need to reprogram your mind. So again, I feel here like very much. So if you felt attracted to pile number 2, please listen to it, because I feel here we have the same pattern of perception and how we see our trauma with this Scorpio moon. And I feel that you need to escape from this victim mentality, find your own strength, because you are the storyteller of your life. You can rewrite your story. You can choose not to give power to those who have hurt you, and not to give them significance anymore, and to understand your own power and to stand in your own strength, and to find the lessons that life taught you in all the drama that you have lived through, you know. So this is what you need to focus on, how to regain your strength. And what needs to be embraced is the support and the love that you have all around you. So this is the 10th of Cups. So this is the support and love that you have around you, and you do have it. You have an abundance and love within you, and don't block it in because of your past traumas. So this full moon in Scorpio is inviting you to harness your power, to harness your passion, to acknowledge the love that you feel and that you have. And you don't have to keep remembering the bad things just to keep your heart closed, so you learn your lessons and you don't give. You are meant to give. You are meant to give with love, with passion. You are meant to share your love. You are meant to share your experiences, is what I hear also, maybe on some of the networks, or maybe by writing a book. You have an abundance is coming to your life once when you acknowledge your power. So you are the only one that perceives yourself as powerless. You are not. When you learn to harness the energies, when you learn to harness the power of the experience, power of the experiences, good and bad, that you lived through and that you did live them through, and that you have learned from them, and that you have the power not to experience them again, the beautiful abundance and support is going to come to your life. So this needs to be embraced, your own power. So let's see spiritually what is happening. Community, right? Community. Here we have the 10 of Cups. So yes, you need to open up more to your community. So you need to share with your community. You need to accept, I also feel for some of you, not for all of you, that you do not want to take responsibility. You don't want to put yourself out there or to be looked up, how do you say, look up to. You are like shying away from the maybe a role that people around you, your family members, or if you have a network, people rely upon you. They look up upon you. And I sense here that we are also dealing during this Scorpio full moon with imposter syndrome. This imposter syndrome gotta go. You need to realize your own power. So here we have 8 and here we have 8. You need to accept that you do mean to your community a lot, and how you treat others and how you see others. And I have a feeling that you need to show as a role model. I don't know why this keeps popping in. As a role model, by showing how you can change your perception, own your power, and with that, how you can serve to your community, and how you can give, and how you can allow the support to come in too. So this will tell me the action around you or in you. And we have the consciousness again, and number 8. That's crazy. So we have 8, consciousness, happy, success. So how you can harness this full moon energy is by facing your own demons. Facing your own demons, understanding that they do not make you, they're a part of you, and that you have enough of strength to control them. And this will bring a shift in your consciousness, which will bring happiness to your community. And I have a feeling that some of you are trying to start a new business, especially online, and where you need to share your own personal struggles, and you are shying away from that. And only with that you can share your love and achieve the success, emotional success, professional success that you really want to. Okay, and this is the message. Oh, we have 2 for you. The message, let's see. Seek your destiny, see the signs. So everything, I have a feeling that your path with this full moon is really divinely guided. I have a feeling that you were meant to be a leader. So I have a feeling you are meant to be a leader, either as a spiritual or either as life coach, a spiritual guide, a teacher, or simply a leader in your own family that takes care of everything. And this is your destiny. Don't shy away. You have enough strength. It's like you're doubting that you can do it, but life is showing you signs. Look at this. Life is showing you signs that you can do this. It is bringing this different situations in life, so you can finally align with the path that you are meant to live. And I have a feeling with this full moon in Scorpio, My piles number 3, I have a feeling that you have achieved already so much spiritually, that you have worked and released so many junk. And here I have a feeling for you, it is just fine-tuning and aligning with your own spiritual purpose, which is a leader of some kind. And only you know what, in what sense this is. And this is a happy message. Choose friends wisely. Again, we are in this community. For me, what this means right now is that you don't have to be afraid, because if you have experienced the disappointments and backstabbing from people you did help and they betrayed you, this is only a lesson. Now you are stronger, you are more intuitive, you do know how to choose people around you wisely, you do know who you want to help and who you want to share and to who you don't want to share with, you know, because not all people want to receive your help or your guidance. And once when you align with your own power, the people and the group that needs to come in your life will simply align. So choose friends wisely for me is not, how do you say, like a cautionary card, even though it usually is. For me, it is like, for me, for you in this reading is you already know how to choose friends wisely. You don't have to worry to relive the past hurts. You don't have to worry, because you need to own your power. You need to align with your power, and you are strong enough. You have lived through disappointments and you know how to feel it, see it when they're coming from a person, so you can escape it. And this is it, my dear lovelies, my pile number 3. This is it for me. I hope it resonated. If it doesn't, if certain things didn't resonate, then we'll just take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope some of those messages did help you to navigate this full moon in Scorpio. And I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful week, and less drama, more grounding, and a lot of love. Bye-bye, guys.